Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about how supply chain can contribute towards ensuring the sustainable consumption and production pattern. Our stakeholders, manufacturers, and our industry is textile industry. This is our table of contents, and I will talk about United States. So basically, consumers want sustainable products, but they do not pay for them because they're expensive. In contrast, other authors suggest that sustainable textile manufacturing companies still don't have enough demand, and they are not well known yet. But the future is bright. Other managers believe that the new generation Z, is willing to pay more for the sustainable products. So let's talk about manufacturing. If you're a new company, you can just observe other companies, what they do about sustainable manufacturing. Also, you can apply, learn know-how method and see what they're doing. Also, you can get help from the United States government. They have US Cotton Protocol. So basically, they promote the cotton production to be more sustainable. So you can buy cottons from these sustainable producers, and you can benefit from the advantages of this protocol. And we have Sustainable Packaging Coalition. Basically, they want more sustainable supply chains. And for example, they have closed loop cycles. They use renewable and clean transportation energy methods. And Nature United States, they don't use linear model, they don't use conservative methods, they just use a new circular model. So they just don't throw their wastes to the environment, they recycle their wastes. Another example is Patagonia. They pay extra money for their employees who come to work by walking, cycling, or public transportation instead of their private cars. They have one-wear strategy, so if you have some clothes which you don't wear enough, send them and they will recycle it. And for these hard supply chain operations, they use supply chain operations reference score. It can save your life as a company. And if you need more help, you can apply United Nations. They have more than 100 campaigns which can help you about sustainability. Thank you.
The ability of Italian textile industry is to integrate innovation, fashion, and create style and production. Also, some of the theories involved in supply chain to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns are resources-based view, transaction, cost analysis, network perspective, material logistics, management, customer relation management. Manufacturing companies in Italy, they help with fast access to loan. They help other companies to face their difficulties. They also cut down the time and numbers. They also cut down the times to obtain liquidity they need. Another example is from Ismo Company. They have this three method, which is called DDP, design, development, and production. They use artificial intelligence and machine learning system to create the foundation of clothing line that combine technology and human creativity. Also, the in-house laboratory and development center collaborates to create protocols and salesman samples. And the unique characteristics of the territory and its nature of vocation, combined with the presence of on-site of components of the production chain, fabrics, accessories, dye, work, prints, factory. Cloud is another manufacturing company in Italy, where they're into for leather fall, and they have this three method of supply chain, which is 3PL. 3PL is a third-party logistics. Thank you.
We are looking at how supply chain can contribute to ensure sustainable consumption and production pattern. How we look at the manufacturing aspect, I'm talking about the low medium income country like the Thailand, looking at the Nanyang Textile Group. Nanyang Textile Group were able to meet of the UN sustainable goal by producing yarn, fabric, and apparel, installation of solar energy rooftop to ensure which will reduce energy consumption by 20%, reduction of their carbon footprint by 20%, recycling of wastewater by 85%. To meet up the UN sustainable goal and ensure consumption, we'll be looking at other competitors like the Tenates Chemical, which came with the concept of reduction of water by 40% to save water. We're looking at Chemical Textile, which also came up with the system of operation of equipment which will help in saving used water, like retreating the water treatment for use again per day. Now we're looking at the limitation to the initiative. When we're looking at all, we have to look at the capital initiative. We're talking about technology and innovation. This will cost more capital and more money. I'm looking at the stakeholder and the investor, their conception, their interest, their perception to long and short-term goals. Without wasting more time, we're talking about the goals to achieve. We're looking at SMART. We're looking at specific, measurable achievement, and realistic and time. We'll be looking at these as recommendation to achieve the supply chain in US sustainable goal. They have to be specific, they have to be timing, they have to come up with idea, not just idea, realistic idea, and how to meet up the goals and objectives before 20. We're looking at 2030 to 2050. Thank you. As I pass it on.
Okay, let me explain about the Indian textile industry. So, under the initiatives, I selected three companies. The first one here, Arvind. So they use refibra technology to upcycle their cotton scrap. They also have reduced the use of auxiliary chemicals in the dyeing process, which also help to reduce water consumption. Also, they use sequel fiber, the most earth-friendly fiber, and they use post-consumer waste to manufacture recycled denim. Sutlej, they have been in the journey of eco-friendly materials. Also, they proactively invested in clean energy to minimize carbon footprint, and their effluent treatment plants has enabled them to gain a lot of consumption and production efficiencies. And also, they have been able to convert plastic bottles into polyester fiber in their own recycling polyester fiber plant. And Aditya Birla, they are, when compared with other two companies, this company's sustainability scope is very broad. They focus on product sustainability, especially zero waste to landfill along with management systems. Also, Aditya Birla with Van Heusen has shifted from 2 to 1 brand tags in 5 million garments and 3 to 1 labels in 3 million garments to reduce polyester content and carbon footprint. They have accelerated the way towards circular economy concept, joining hands with EMF and CIF to shift the current Indian textile industry from take, make, dispose approach. So when it comes to the limitations, the most significant limitation that India is facing today is the rapid population growth. So the more population growth, the more consumption would be and more production needs to be carried out. Smart manufacturing, lean manufacturing practices, Internet of Things in textiles can be suggested for the future activities. And also the government of India has provided production linked incentives for man-made fiber, and Make in India and Make for the World campaigns also important. Well, to conclude the presentation, we believe that circular economic principles would definitely ensure the goal. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.